what are you going to do? Tell me what you're going to do.
I'm actually going to cut it in half. I'm going to melt some chocolate and lay some chocolate, cook it lightly, serve it with some like apples cooked with.
So you're doing the pork and chocolate thing?
Sorry, it's probably a bit obvious, but it's new to me, and I just thought I'd give it a go and layer it and stuff.
Good luck, yeah. Good luck.
Gary, I've done some wacky shit in my time, right? I'm not going to say I haven't. All right, I've cooked some weird stuff, but can I tell you, pork and chocolate and croutons,
it's a fine
Becky,
line, isn't it?
What's that all about?
Look, we've got a few desserts. There's a few people taking a chance.
Eggy bread, some people...
Eggy bread, yeah. And that's our vegetarian, isn't it? You know, she's decided to do something different. You know who I'm worried about? Is Robert. He's gone off a bit. He's trying to do an apple charlotte, which is a classic sort of English-French dessert. Dry bread. He's got chocolate in the pan. He's got apples in the pan.
Yeah, I smelled the chocolate was burnt as well.
It's not going to eat well, and I think he may have stuffed this one up completely. Yeah. You have 10 minutes to go. So, Brent, he's been walking a fine line. He's managed to get through on each line.
I wonder if there's any sweat in his dish.
I'm in control of my nerves right now. I'm really comfortable being here. I'm trying to do my pork well, and I actually used to char it, to finish it off, to give it an extra smoky flavour and a lift that it'll be totally different for everybody else.
To go. I'm worried about Aaron. He's been a bit clever, actually. Let's see if he can pull that off, you know?
I was going to put something out there that was just, visually exciting and also quite tasty as well.
I was near Aaron and I decided to place myself next to him because I thought that he's got a different angle and he's probably relatively easy to psych.
They were all competitors and we're all here to win the title. You know, there's not 49 MasterChefs or 32 or 16, there's one. So, I mean, you've got to take it seriously.
OK, guys, you've got 2 minutes.
What the hell just happened there?
My meat, I didn't know if it was cooked enough.
I played it really, really super safe.
One minute to go. So this is the 1 minute that could change your life, don't forget. If you're not putting things on your plate, you need to now.
This is when it counts, yeah? You can prep for as many hours of a day as you can, but at the end of the day, this is when it counts, when it's on the plate, yeah? Make it happen.
You've got 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it, guys. Tools down. Put your pans down. Leave your plates alone. Time's up. Well done.
Gina,
Hi, George.
what have you got?
I have a lemon glazed, pan-fried loin of pork on a bone. I was analysing what I should have done and what I would have not have done continuously.
You've shredded the cabbage quite nice. You've cooked the pork well.
Being summer, I didn't cook my cabbage.
I can see what you're trying to do. You're trying to impress us. You're trying to demonstrate that you can do different things. You know, this is shredded beautifully and finely. This is lovely. And you've caramelised the pork well. It takes some of us chefs years to learn that.
The textural interplay between the apple done that way and the apple done toffee apple is fantastic. those two things, that's really interesting, taking a single ingredient and changing the dynamics so they taste like two separate things. So that's very clever. I'm impressed by that.
It's quite good. It's, yeah.
That's good.
Sarah, you're a vegetarian. Talk me through this. What have you got?
I've made eggy bread. With,
Eggy bread?
Yep.
Gary loves eggy bread.
With caramelised apples.
Yeah,
with a bit of lemon.
Yep.
Just to cut through the sweetness.
It's definitely sweet. There's probably a tad too much sugar for me.
There's a lot of sugar in here, isn't there?
Yep.
You can see.
I hope you like your sugar.
But it's almost toffee. It's almost toffee-like. Look, I'm pleased you didn't cook pork. I'm pleased that you used apples and the eggs. Good effort.
Right, thank you.
So on the menu, that's going to read pork sandwich with chocolate, is it?
No, pork medallions.
So pork medallions with chocolate.
I came up with this because I imagine the flavours. I don't eat pork regularly, but I have had it, and I imagined like the nice velvety dark chocolate with the white meat would have gone quite well. I've got a good imagination.
That's still a bit sweet, and so you do get that sense of like biting into picking a chocolate out of your selection box, and it's not filled with orange cream, and it's filled with, you know, crunchy
That doesn't
pork.
take your fancy to like pick a pork chocolate out
Let
of the
me
box.
think about that for about half a second and go, no, probably not. If we were sitting in a restaurant and that comes up, you know, there would be 1 in 100 diners who would go, you are a genius, but there'd be about 85 diners who would run screaming from the door going, oh my God, I can't get it, because it's quite a radical idea. That's great. If you'd had the confidence to do that, and we'd be going, you're a genius.
Lucas, could you use that as a little putter?
You would struggle.
It's very petite.
Absolutely on the money.
You look disappointed.
I am. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, you've really undercooked it.
You spun some sugar? That's a fantastic thing, yeah? Andre?
George?
You good? What do you got in there? You've made a pocket, yeah?
I did make a pocket, yeah. I think that I've slightly overused some of the flavours in there because I don't think I should have... sort of like a salsina on top, but I don't
Are you telling me that you've overused it, or...?
I
Because you're creating an image in my head now, yeah?
OK. Well,
You can try and bullshit me if you like, you know what I mean? Don't have to always,
yeah, but I'm not...
Okay.
Okay.
How do you think it compares to Andre's next door? Very different, two different dishes?
Yeah, it's a different dish. I mean, if I had to compare it, I'd say this is a more sort of French traditional style, like classic pairings as opposed to an Italian-themed dish. It was a bit interesting. I mean, I've never really been in that situation, and you're also careful. You don't want to tread on his toes and say, oh, yeah, his dish was crap.
Yeah, what do you think, Andre?
That looks dry.
But it isn't dry, you know, it's not bad.
Yeah. Andre thought it was dry and probably got put back in his place by Gary, who said no, it was very moist.
Poe,
Yes.
where's your dish? Hello? Hello? Where is it? What happened, Poe? Is this like a little course from a degustation?
No, I just knew that I was limited in terms of time
Yeah.
mincing the pork.
So you mince the pork.
Yep.
You've got egg in there.
Yep.
Tomatoes, and you've sort of cooked it in a bain-marie, yeah?
Yeah.
So to speak.
Yeah. And then I made some pork fat croutons, which are quite heavily salted and peppered.
I like the croutons. I could just have a big bowl of them. You know what I mean? In front of the television. Interesting. Really interesting. Robert, how you feeling?
I'm pretty nervous, actually.
So what have you done, mate?
I've attempted an apple charlotte, even though I've never...
Apple charlotte, yeah?
Never read the recipe or practiced it. I just thought what I've seen on TV, I could maybe put it together and create something like that.
Apple, caramelised apple.
I thought, you know, may as well take a risk. I thought everyone else would be doing the pork. I just thought I'd go for it. pretty speechless. I got the shortest review out of anyone there, I think.
Do you think it was a wise thing to do?
Just absolutely devastated that I've been so stupid. I want to prove to myself that I can pursue things if my heart really lies there, you know.
Give me 3 other things you could have done just now, off the top of your head. 3 other things you could have done that would be better than this.
My first opinion was to cut the apples into wedges, layer them out, caramelise them, but not with too much sugar, do the pork, and then make a mayonnaise with the egg, the olive oil, the egg yolk.
Okay, just stop there, because you've answered a big question, but you've also... I think everyone here will sit around and go, why didn't you do that dish? Because that's a crazy, crazy thing to do.
Yeah.
Josh, finally, you know, you're starting to really think about what you're doing. It looks quite pretty, doesn't it? But pork is one of those things that I'm finding hard to imagine on a bruschetta, you know.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, but the ingredients were there and I thought I'd give it a go.
Seems to work.
So you're going to put it on one of your menus?
I'm pleased you've done something different.
Yeah.
Brent,
Chef?
explain to me, you've got pork chop, you've got apples, you stewed, they look. Is that right?
Correct.
Tad sweet.
How did you cook the apple?
Water and sugar in the pan.
There's something else in there. Tastes like butane or something.
It's butane. Trick for young players, I guess.
Horrid.
When it got unceremoniously dropped on the side of my plate after being rolled around one of Australia's finest food critics' mouths.
Yeah, no, that's horrid.
Yep. It's pretty disheartening, and I just thought I've worked so hard so far. I'm exhausted, and I felt I may have failed another challenge, and this was the big one.